If you or someone you love is living with a serious medical condition and you've been frustrated by the long wait times for Social Security benefits, today's news could make a huge difference. The Social Security Administration has just added 13 new conditions to its Compassionate Allowances list, a special program that lets people with certain severe illnesses get their benefits much faster. This means that thousands of people who might have been stuck in months-long waiting periods could now see decisions in a fraction of the time. And here's the part that matters most. If your condition is on this list, you don't have to fight through as many layers of bureaucracy before help arrives. Before we dive in, I want to make this video interactive. If you have any questions about Social Security disability insurance, Supplemental Security Income, or this new list, leave them in the comments. I personally read and respond to each one. In this video, we'll go over what the Compassionate Allowances program is, the full list of 13 new conditions, why it matters for applicants, who can apply, how the fast track works, and some important political context that could affect these changes. Make sure you watch until the end because I'll give you key takeaways that could help you or someone you know access benefits faster. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Social Security Post so you never miss an update that could impact your benefits. The Compassionate Allowances Program, or CAL, was launched by the Social Security Administration in 2008 with one main goal: to speed up the disability determination process for people who are clearly eligible based on their medical conditions. Normally, disability claims can take months or even years to process, due to the time it takes to gather medical evidence, verify eligibility, and work through the backlog of applications. CAL changes that by focusing on specific conditions that are so severe they automatically meet Social Security's definition of disability. Since its inception, the program has helped more than 1.1 million people with life-threatening or extremely severe conditions get decisions much faster than usual. Instead of waiting the typical 6 to 8 months for an initial decision, or longer if there are appeals, CAL applicants can often receive an approval in a matter of weeks. The system works by identifying key diseases, many of which have well-documented and conclusive medical evidence, so SSA staff can fast-track the decision-making process without sacrificing accuracy. This program is a lifeline for those who literally can't afford to wait. In August 2025, the SSA announced that 13 new conditions have been added to the CAL list, bringing the total to an impressive 300. These new additions include both rare genetic disorders and aggressive diseases that require immediate intervention. Here's the full list: Au-Kline Syndrome, Bilateral Anophthalmia, Carey-Fineman-Ziter Syndrome, Harlequin Ichthyosis, Child, Hematopoietic, Stem cell transplantation, LMNA-related congenital muscular dystrophy, progressive muscular atrophy, pulmonary amyloidosis, AL type, Rasmussen Encephalitis, Thymic Carcinoma, Turnpenny-Fry Syndrome, WHO, Grade III Meningiomas, and Zhu-Tokita-Takenouchi-Kim Syndrome. These conditions were chosen because they are severe, have clear diagnostic criteria, and significantly limit a person's ability to work or function in daily life. Many are progressive, meaning they worsen over time, while others are rare congenital conditions that present from birth. By adding them to the CAL list, SSA is acknowledging that people with these diagnoses should not be forced to wait months for a decision. This is an important update, not just for the individuals and families directly affected, but for the broader disability community, as it shows SSA is continuing to review and update its policies to reflect medical realities. Being on the CAL list doesn't just mean your application gets attention sooner. It means you could avoid months of uncertainty and financial stress. For SSDI applicants, there is still a standard 5-month waiting period before payments begin, but the approval process itself is streamlined. That means you'll know much sooner if you're eligible, and you can begin preparing for the benefits to start in the 6th month after approval. For those applying for SSI, this could mean cutting the typical 6 to 8 month decision window down to just weeks. Faster decisions are not just about money, they're about stability and peace of mind. People who qualify for CAL often face huge medical bills, caregiving needs, and limited ability to work. The sooner they get approved, the sooner they can focus on their health instead of paperwork. In many cases, this speed can also help families make critical choices about treatment, housing, and long-term care with the security of knowing that financial help is on the way. SSDI, or Social Security Disability Insurance, is designed for people who have worked and paid into the Social Security system but can no longer work due to a disability that has lasted, or is expected to last, at least 12 consecutive months. Even if your condition is on the KYL list, you still need to meet the work credit requirements and provide medical documentation. The benefit amount is based on your lifetime earnings covered by Social Security. SSI, Supplemental Security Income, is a separate program for people with limited income and resources, regardless of their work history. It's available to individuals who are 65 or older, blind, or disabled, including children with qualifying disabilities. SSI payments can be critical for those who don't have enough work history to qualify for SSDI but still face significant daily challenges. For both programs, having a CAL condition gives you a major advantage in speeding up the process. The CAL initiative uses advanced technology to match key terms in medical records to the list of qualifying conditions. SSA has partnered with hospitals, clinics, and health systems to receive electronic medical records quickly and securely, reducing the time it takes to verify a claim. This integration means that if your doctor's records clearly show you have a CAL condition, your application can be flagged for expedited review almost immediately. While this is a huge time saver, it's still important for applicants to make sure their medical documentation is thorough and up to date. Missing or incomplete records can still cause delays. The KAL system is only as fast as the information it has to work with, so working closely with your healthcare providers to ensure all necessary details are submitted is key. This is especially important for rare conditions where documentation may need to include genetic testing results or specialized imaging. While expanding the KAL list is a step forward, some policy experts caution that without broader investments in staffing and infrastructure, improvements might be limited. Jessica Mason, a senior policy analyst for economic justice, pointed out that staff layoffs and budget cuts in other areas, including Medicaid and food assistance, could undermine the benefits of this change. The reality is that many people who qualify for disability also rely on other safety net programs, so changes in one area can ripple into others. It's also worth noting that disability policy can shift with different administrations. While adding these conditions shows a commitment to responsiveness, advocates stress that long-term improvements require stable funding and consistent staffing levels. Expanding KAL without addressing the overall backlog and processing challenges is like widening one lane on a congested highway without fixing the rest of the traffic flow. The most important point to remember is that the KAL list now has 300 conditions, meaning more people than ever before may qualify for faster benefit decisions. The 13 new conditions cover a range of severe, often rare diseases, and being diagnosed with one of them could mean you receive a decision in weeks instead of months. If you or someone you know has one of these conditions, it's worth exploring your eligibility for SSDI or SSI right away. Even with expedited processing, applications require complete documentation and accurate medical records. Knowing your options and acting quickly can make a big difference in how soon you get help. If your condition is on this new list, you could be just weeks away from a benefits decision instead of months. That can change everything when you're facing high medical bills and limited income. Share this video with anyone who might be affected, whether that's a friend, family member, or an online support group. I'd love to hear from you. Do you think the Compassionate Allowances program is doing enough, or does SSA need to make bigger changes to the disability system? Drop your thoughts and questions in the comments. I'll personally reply to as many as I can. And remember to like this video and subscribe to Social Security Post for more updates that could directly impact your benefits and your future security.